Good day, people. If you aren't aware, I stream on Twitch, and the majority of my streams, I'm coding a program called Streamer.bot. Now, if you don't know what Streamer.bot is, it is the must-have tool for any streamer that wants to take their streams to the next level of interactivity. It is the work of a sole developer, Nate1280, and over the past 2-3 years, it has grown into something phenomenal. So if you don't know what Streamer.bot is, I highly recommend you checking it out and giving it a go, because it just holds so much power that the possibilities are endless. With all that being said though, here are 5 things we could add to Streamer.bot that would be game changing. My name is Terry Darts, and this is my channel. Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. I'm an absolute idiot. Number 1, dark mode and UI improvements. So full disclosure here, the Streamer.bot team and Nate are all well aware that people want dark mode. That point had been made several times. Having said that, I'd be a fool not to add to the list. First thing you need to know is that adding dark mode isn't a matter of adding a few lines of code. It would take a big, if not a full rewrite to get this done. So the work done to reduce the number of tabs, like with the introduction of triggers, are the first steps in making something like this possible. The reason it's on the list, beyond the accessibility benefits, is because people can't get past how it looks. They open it up, they see a white canvas staring at them and think, nah, this is rubbish. Which isn't the case. Those who actually learn Streamer.bot and get past the looks are always thankful for it. For me, Streamer.bot's UI is functional, but I also agree that a better UI will be less intimidating. Number 2, undo and other quality of life additions. Undo, redo would be a massive quality of life addition. I know of many people who have lost work, they've deleted actions, deleted sub-actions, with no way of getting them back. I myself have spent 2 hours coding, deleted it, and gone in the blink of an eye, just because I lost focus for a second. So being able to retrieve anything, undo and redo would be a game changer, and would save me time having to do the same thing over and over again, because at the end of the day, I'm a bit of an idiot like that. There's a few other quality of life changes we could make as well. Being able to select multiple sub actions and copy and paste them, being able to copy and paste groups, being able to do the same thing we could do with the sub action with the commands, being able to duplicate them and select some of the groups and all that sort of stuff. And anything really else that could save us time is going to be a benefit here. 3, quick/mod added commands. Okay, so this is something I've been pushing for a long time, and I actually made a Streamer.bot suggestion for it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the link for that and all the other suggestions that we had on this video all below. So if you do like it, you can go give it an upvote. That way the developer knows that people want it. And while you're down there, you can also hit that subscribe button. I am aiming to get to 1k by the end of 2024, and every sub helps me massively. And it also means you won't miss any future vids that I do. Anyway, back to the idea. So, a while ago I released an extension which allowed for mods to add commands. Now the basic idea is that modded commands will always be a thing of, you do a command, you get text output. So the idea is that Streamer.bot has a system like this built in, where people can add, say, command and then text output. and it can allow for counters and some variable passing. But once you've got that system in place, you allow them for some internal commands where mods can then add commands as well. And a system like this would be easy to manage, and it would save the user a lot of time because they won't have to then go create an action, a sub-action, a command. It would all be done in one quick place. Command, output. Number 4, if-else improvements. The improvement of if to if-else was a bit of a game changer in of itself. It allowed users to create complex actions inside Streamer.bot without needing to know any C#. However, what would be really nice is if instead of having to create another action, you could self-contain logic. So instead, you'd be able to run a sub-action. So that would mean like you'd say if X equaled Y, you're going to send this Twitch message, else you'll send this Twitch message. Or you could run a group of actions. Workflow wise, this won't change much because if condition is met, you're going to do X, Y, Z, else you do A, B, C. But it's going to put it in a more manageable state, it's going to improve the user experience, and it'll add a bit of quality of life. Before we see number 5, here are a few honourable mentions. Groups. Being able to go through groups one by one, and having sub-actions to add, remove, and a way to check if a user is in a group, having a trigger for when people get added to a group or removed, would all benefit some bigger logics in Streamer.bot. Another one would be stopping audio. Being able to stop anything that's playing at the time would be somewhat a safety measure for a streamer, would put in some sort of words. You know, normally now if a sound starts playing, it's going to keep playing and it won't stop until it's done. So being able to stop audio would be nice. And then finally, being able to with text files. At the moment, we know we can write to a file, we can read from a file, but if you don't do anything more with files, you're going to need some C#. So being able to remove lines from files, being able to search files for maybe could all mean that people could build more stuff for the ones that don't know code. Anyway, there were 3 quick honourable mentions. So let's not put it off any longer. Here is number 5. Number 5, plugin installer. In terms of game changing, they don't get any bigger than a plugin installer. It would allow for all the things that you want built into Streamer.bot, Spotify, Twitter, point system, subathon timer, PayPal, whatever, to be built into Streamer.bot, and you'd have all the actions and sub-actions and everything to go with it. And the benefit is you'd also have all the settings you needed all in one place, rather than having to bat between a few different arguments like that in order to get things set up. It will allow developers like myself to create a single script that could just be imported. This could be imported in several ways, a bit like how the C# compiler works, where you import a DLL, or it could have its own sort of like marketplace thing. But I think this idea would be a genuinely a game changer, and I think I could talk about how good or bad this could be for a long time. I could actually make my own video on this idea. That's how big it is. So if you do want to see that video, let me know in the comments below. And if you have any other suggestions, also let me know in the comments below. But that's going to wrap it up. They are my top 5 game-changing suggestions for Streamer.bot. And I just want to finish this video by saying that Streamer.bot is an amazing tool. If you're a streamer, it's an amazing tool. My stream would not be where it is without Streamer.bot. You know, the work that Nate has done is amazing. And for most of these suggestions, there are also workarounds. So there's nothing stopping you being as creative as you want to be. So if you haven't already, please do check out Streamer.bot. But my name is Terry Darts, and I'll see you on the next one.